cautioning tourists to put their Mexican travel plans on hold.
A paradise turned war zone Sunday.
Violence has broken out in several cities across Mexico.
If you only knew Mexico from the headlines, you probably wouldn't come here. But we wanted to share what it actually feels like to spend time here. We're starting in a small town on the Baja Peninsula and then making our way to Mexico City, one of the biggest cities in the world. Two completely different places in the same country. And we want to bring you along with us to show you a side of Mexico that doesn't usually make the headlines.
We got up early this morning, had the most peaceful time having a coffee with the sunrise, and we made our way into town. And I think that's the first best example of something people really miss out on. You always hear people say, don't leave your resort, stay at the hotel, stay on the hotel grounds for safety. And I just can't imagine how many things we'd be missing out on if we listened to that advice. These town walks and restaurants and people, it's just the best part of coming to Mexico.
The resort gives you a version of Mexico. It's Mexico as a product, not Mexico as a place. That all-inclusive buffet, it's fine, but it's nowhere near what's happening on this street corner for less than $2. Every town has a Zocalo, a main square where life actually happens. Cobblestone streets, buildings in every color you can think of, papel picado catching the breeze, and a culture where eye contact and a hello are the norm, not the exception. The news will show you the worst day in a place and call it the whole story. This video is our attempt to show you what they left out.
So today we're doing something very, very exciting. It feels a little silly to introduce you guys to them, but if you don't know our friends Jazz and Crystal, who are also on this thing we call YouTube, they are building a home down here and they're putting in a lot of sweat equity. And we're very excited to head over there to help them build their home and maybe build a little space for us to come visit.
And I'm just thinking about how it says so much about a place when people choose to pick up their entire lives and plant roots there.
It's so eye-opening to see so many people from all over the world coming to different parts of Mexico to build a life and enjoy the community and the food and the weather and so many wonderful things, the culture, lots of things that you wouldn't notice if you stayed at your hotel.
Hola, chicos.
As if I don't need one hand to fight for my life, to stay alive up here. Today we're helping our friends build their casita, which we have absolutely no idea how to do. But that's fine because we have some good teachers.
Grab it this way. Yeah!
You guys are so funny, just right in the mix, right away.
We're building a house.
We're building our house.
Yeah, girl. Just got here 10 minutes ago and they're right up in the chaos. This is so good to see.
Years ago, we were just strangers watching Jazz and Crystal's YouTube videos, and somewhere between those videos, we started believing that we could actually do this. Build a van, hit the road, live differently. 5 years ago, we met them in person for the first time. We were all living out of our vans just down the road from where we're standing right now. Since then, we've shared roads, adventures, and more memories than we can count. And watching them take on their cabin renovation, that hit different. No big muscly men, just two girls figuring it out, getting it done. That's a huge part of why we looked at each other and said, we can buy a cottage, we can renovate it, we can do this too. These two have shown us what's possible more times than we can count.
These gals are working so hard, I hardly have a job today. I'm not even sweating yet, I feel weird.
No.
Thanks, gals. You're the best.
travel internationally, one of the biggest headaches is finding data. Roaming fees, finding SIM cards, all that chaos. My phone company offered me a roaming plan for $12 a day, which is wild. Like, I'm trying to translate a menu, not take out a second mortgage. Luckily, there's Airlo. They use eSIMs, basically digital SIM cards you download directly to your phone. With Airlo, you can buy data for over 200 countries and regions. Install it in a couple minutes, and you're connected as soon as you land. So if you have a trip coming up, download the Airlo app before you go. And it's free to download. Having Airlo just gets rid of that pre-trip stress and just lets me focus on the good stuff. For instance, we landed in Mexico and right away we had data to be able to check our car rental info, check the maps. Airlo just gives you this extra level of confidence while you're exploring. You can stay in touch with people back home, navigate a new city without stressing, or even just make a quick call if you need to. It's not just about having data. It's about feeling like you can actually go anywhere and figure things out as you go. So if you're traveling soon, try it for yourself. And download the free Airlo app today. Use our code TNM3 to get $3 off. So excited.
There's something about leaving a sleeping city at 4 a.m. that makes you feel like you're in on a secret. An hour outside Mexico City lies an ancient city called Teotihuacán, which translates to the place where the gods were created. This morning, we're swapping cobblestones for clouds and experiencing Mexico from a whole new perspective. Below us were the Pyramid of the Sun and Pyramid of the Moon, the Sun being the third largest pyramid on Earth. The Aztecs named these pyramids centuries after the city had been mysteriously abandoned. The science behind the balloon itself is surprisingly simple. Warm air rises, and by heating the air trapped inside, you become lighter than everything around you and just float. The steering, on the other hand, yeah, we're still working on understanding that part. Watching hot air balloons land around you is a pretty funny experience. It's controlled chaos with very expensive equipment. Lucky for us, the sky was clear and calm, our pilot was a pro, and we had a whole crew helping out with our smooth landing.
Good job!
The teamwork that went into making this morning happen was unreal. This was one of those experiences we'll be talking about for years to come. We have officially touched down in Mexico City. Tali and I have never been here before. We have about 48 hours total, so we are going to jam pack in as much as we can.
We have 48 hours and probably 8,000 food recommendations. So
yeah, and
I'm trying to figure out how I can fit as many of those in that small time frame. And as soon as we landed last night, we knocked one off the list. A friend of mine told me you have to try. I mean, she probably sent me 15 taco stands, but this one was right by our hotel, and it was so good. Like, and it was 15 pesos, which is like not even $1 US. Insane.
Our Google map right now has about 1,000 different little flags on it, so we're just going to try and get to as many as possible. And of course, we have to start with a bakery because I am who I am.
And also, we need a fat coffee because we started that morning way too early.
I actually feel like we've lived a day here already since we did the hot air balloon this morning, and we've already been up for like 6 hours.
Yeah, it's only like 10 a.m. right now.
Caffeine. Mexico City feels like nature and city life made a deal and both came out winning. Think green everywhere, parks around every corner, people out and living before the rest of the world has even woken up. Okay, so that line was insane, which makes me want it that much more. So I thought of a genius idea, going to walk and get a quick coffee, and Tal will hold our spot in line, and everybody will be happy. If there's one reason to be up early in Mexico City, it's the bakeries. Fresh bread, pastries piled high, and a lineup out the door that tells you everything you need to know.
I think I see that. I'm very excited. Okay. Go for it.
It's melting in my mouth before I even put it there. Oh my god.
Starting off strong. Look at those legs. Just like relax with those. Okay.
Straight butter. Next up on our food journey is some seafood. We may or may not have accidentally ordered shrimp soup.
I thought he was pointing to these cups and telling me that the shrimp tails will go there. So I said okay, and then he showed up and poured the soup.
Thermos.
I'm not usually a seafood soup person, but he told me to put the lime and dip the crackers.
Nope, not for me.
Okay.
I would literally be sick if I drank that entire thing.
Yeah, we're not seafood soup people. It's okay. It was a mistake, okay? I didn't know I was ordering it. Sí. Gracias.
Yeah, yum. Incredible.
Yeah. Fresh tuna, avocado, fried onions. Cheers, you guys. Wait, I want you to try this right now.
Is it incredible?
It's incredible. I unfortunately think I smell cilantro. We are plagued with the gene that makes us hate cilantro. Both of us really hate it.
It is a curse.
It is a curse because, I mean, we love Mexican food. We love Mexican food.
And Asian food.
I'm really trying to train myself out of it because people say you can, but like...
No, it's a gene. I don't think that...
Anyway, here I go. It most definitely has cilantro. But this is a good gateway because it's so delicious otherwise. I love that here when you ask if there's cilantro, they say no. But to them, it's like putting salt in something, so like it's gonna be there. Oh my god, it's really good though. Wait, this might be my cilantro gateway.
And after eating our butts off,
Yeah, our butts off.
you should definitely come check out this artisan market in the center of Mexico City. This is one of the first trips we've left room in our suitcases, so we will definitely be filling them up.
Let it be known that everything I have purchased today, I have come here to purchase, okay? It's different. I'm not just willy-nilly buying stuff because, again, if you don't know, we did recently buy an old 1950s cottage that we plan to renovate. And so anytime we see little cute things that we want to add to it, we get them, okay? We just get them.
Well, let it be known that the prices here are a fraction of the price in comparison to other Mexican cities that we have visited.
Yeah.
So,
Like,
this
for
is
instance,
our PSA, come to Mexico City.
we did come with the goal of buying margarita glasses, and these exact glasses that I just bought in the town in Baja where we were before were 350 pesos for one, which is it's like $22 US for one, and I just got 4 for 480 pesos, which is whatever, do the math, put it on the screen now.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Mexico City has over 60,000 restaurants, and yet somehow the best thing we ate all day came from a taco stand on the side of the road. Talia still says it was her favorite meal of the entire trip. 2 started in Coyoacán, one of Mexico City's oldest and most charming neighborhoods, and the birthplace of one of Mexico's most iconic artists, Frida Kahlo.
Well, my priority this morning is actually going to find a bathroom because 24 hours into Mexico City, I have, my priorities are finding bathrooms. So that's where I'm at.
But I'm pretty sure that means you are doing it right.
Is that what that means?
Yeah. We are having a slow morning this morning, though, because we did go out last night. We met up with Maddie's childhood friend. They were best friends when they were little, and she abruptly had to move back to Mexico. She lives pretty close to Mexico City. Her and her husband came and met us, and we had a couple too many tequila shots.
Yeah, who knew? The locals like to have double shots of tequila, like an actual shot glass that has 2 shots.
Yeah.
And they finished it in one gulp. Mm-hmm. Talia, not so much, but we did our best.
I like to spread the love. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. It was really cute watching you guys. Like, they have seen each other through the years. Every time Maddie and her family came to Mexico, they would meet up.
Yeah, we have such a special, unique friendship. She's one of those friends I can see once every 5 years, and it still feels like she's a sister to me. Mm-hmm. And every time I just am so sad saying goodbye to her. Every time I hug her, I have all these flashes of needing to say goodbye to her, and goodbyes are so sad. But we're so lucky we got to see her.
Yeah. So that's why we're a little slow this morning. But one more day, we're going to make the most out of it.
No trip ever goes exactly to plan, and ours was no exception. Our last day got cut short because I got hit with what we can only describe as the full experience. I almost fainted, then said goodbye to my lunch on a Mexico City street. But honestly, that's the most danger we encountered the entire trip, and if that's the worst of it, we'll take it. Don't let the headlines scare you away from this magical country. Mexico is electric. It's warm, it's endlessly surprising, and like anywhere in the world, if you travel smart, stay curious, talk to strangers, and say yes to things, you're going to have the time of your life. So get out there and go see for yourself.